Okay, this is video on disassembling your clarinet. So I have my whole clarinet all put together, and now I'm going to take it apart and I'm going to clean it. So before I take the whole thing apart, I'm going to make sure that I have my cleaning swab, which I have right here. Yours might look a little bit different, and that's okay. Mine is an Anhaj silk swab. And I actually don't have my clarinet swab. I don't know where it is. I lost it. So I'm using a different instrument swab, so mine's a lot longer. So what you're going to do is you're going to take off your mouthpiece. Really gently. You don't have to tug and pull. Just kind of twist and pull. You're going to put it to the side. And you're going to take the rest of your body of your instrument. And then there should be a weight at the end. On this one, it's weighted with these metal beads. And yours will kind of have something like that too. So it's on the opposite side of this silk swab. And you're going to run it through the bell. And it's going to pop right out the end. And you're going to run the silk swab through like this. Boop. Really gently. Don't pull it too hard. Try it again. And depending on how long you've been playing, and if you have a lot of moisture inside your instrument, you might want to do it a couple of times. And you may even have to do it a couple of times like while you're playing too. And that's okay. So let's say we've done that a few times. We feel like we have all the extra moisture out of there. Now I'm going to just kind of roll this up. And it's going to go in my case. If it's really kind of wet, I would just kind of let it air dry when you get home. You can always put those through the wash machine too. So now I'm going to take the whole rest of my clarinet apart. Remember, you have the mouthpiece, which we'll get to later. You have the barrel, the upper joint, the lower joint, and the bell. So I'm going to take the bell off first. When I am taking apart the bell, I want to make sure I'm not grabbing the keys and twisting the keys, because what it's going to do is it's going to kind of bend all of these all of the rods here, and some of the springs can come undone. So you want to be really gentle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand exactly where it's supposed to be played at. So my fingers are going right over top of the keys there, and then I'm going to twist off my bell. That way I'm not putting my hands anywhere that they shouldn't be on the clarinet. And it's going to go back in my case. Boop. Your case may be different than mine, but they're all pretty standard. It's like a puzzle though. So same thing when I'm taking apart my lower joint from my upper joint. I'm just going to find out where my fingers go on there, and I'm just going to take it apart. If you have to pull it really hard, or you're feeling like you have a lot of force, then you might want to put on more cork grease the next time you go to play, or put the cork grease on now and just kind of let it sit overnight. So I have my lower joint. I'm going to find the spot for my lower joint and put it in the case. And then the last, I have my barrel and my upper joint. Same thing, gonna figure out where my fingers go here, and then twist and pull it apart. Barrel and my upper joint. Okay, so now I have my mouthpiece, my reed, and my ligature. If you are coming from school and you're going home and you want to make sure that you know exactly where your reed needs to go, then what you can just do is put your mouthpiece cap on over top and then put it in the case. But you shouldn't leave your reed on your mouthpiece. So if you're at home, what you're going to do is you're going to take your reed off, unscrew your ligature, take your reed off, and then that can go in the mouthpiece cap in your case. And you should have one of these, or maybe even a proper reed case, but these are what they came in. And you're going to slide your reed in. I don't start with the tip. So I don't start with the tip going in, because then it's going to break it and crack it. I start with the bottom, and then I slide it in. Like that. So I start with the bottom, and I slide it in. And then that goes in your case. And then you're done. And that's how you disassemble and clean your clarinet.